What's up, everybody?
Good morning.
Happy Saturday morning from the state of Kentucky. Afternoon, evening, maybe Sunday, wherever you are.
And I see Michael's already taken attendance.
I am not late. I am on time, just like a wizard. So I hope everybody's doing well. Got a couple of things to talk about today, and then, of course, taking some questions. And then we're also announcing the two winners that entered the contest. Three winners because we also, and then I have something else to say about the contest. So very first thing I want to say is thank you everybody that entered last week. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of a headache for my wife and Tina to put together. My wife Bailey, she felt so bad for accidentally
I was so scared I was going to mess up, and then I messed up. So
you did great.
It was very stressful.
So all the packages were sent out. I will be emailing everybody separately with their tracking number, if I still have it somewhere. And I mean, there were a lot of packages.
It's in your underwear drawer.
It's thank you. Be quiet.
That's where you put
that's where I keep my gun.
Receipts.
My receipts.
You put them in the underwear drawer.
Can we drop that, please? Like, never talk about that again. Who did?
Lionheart, I did.
Of course, Melanie did.
Yeah.
Of course she did, man. Of course she did. Amanda and
Go
Tina
back to
put in. Nope, Melanie.
Melanie. I'm Melanie.
Melanie. Yeah,
Nice to meet you. Oh shoot!
What's up, JT?
Yeah,
Gamer?
we got things on regular schedule now. Last week it was too busy. We couldn't do anything except focus on the contest or the giveaway.
So really quick, I do want to make one announcement. We had 3 things to give away, 2 lots and another gift card, and I'm going to announce those winners here in a little bit. Let more people trickle in. The other thing I was going to say is that I'm going to give a huge shout out to Oscari Aurula, who was kind enough to donate his gift card that he won to Cheap Graphic Novels because he lives overseas and he says that it would be too expensive to ship over there. And the least I can do is give him a shout out. I told him, and then he's an honorary Patreon for the next few months. So at the end of our videos,
that brought tears to my eyes. Thank you.
At the end of our videos, we put out there's different tiers to our Patreon. And at the end of our videos, the people that pay for the credits are towards the end of the video, thanking specific patrons. So that's where I'm going to put his name for a while. So that was really sweet. Mm-hmm. So in about an hour, I'll be asking another question that you all can participate and try to win.
Woo-hoo!
So everybody that's here today, I'll announce it again a little bit later.
Yeah.
So there you go. And thank you so much again to Oscari Aurula. That was really, really nice.
And thank you for the virtual hugs.
Yeah. Guy's a good dude. That was really nice. So, what's up, everybody? Where's everybody from? Let's get back to normal.
France, India. That it was nice weather, but cold in France.
Oh, morning off quarantine in Cleveland. Not sick, but had family member test positive. So work is making me stay home for a while. That's good, Ben. Congratulations, you were our winner too. So your email has already been sent to Cheap Graphic Novels. So I hope you get it before their Black Friday sale. Then you can have at it, man.
Virginia.
What's up, Green Lantern? How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
John Carlos.
We're gonna announce the email winners later.
Yeah, in about I say about
somebody was asking.
30 minutes. We'll 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll announce the winners of the email giveaways.
Philly Collins, check it in and wish y'all a wonderful Thanksgiving week ahead. Yes. What were we doing? Oh, we were like, if somebody mentions Phil Collins, I don't remember. We were talking about him.
I don't know. London, Finland, Philippines. What's up? I love it. Peru. Viva Peru, carajo. I love it, man. Miami. I lived there for a little bit.
You really lean into carajo. You're like, carajo.
That's the only way to say it, like a true Peruvian. You can't skim on carajo.
Oh, and earlier somebody complimented compliment my makeup. Thank you. It took me half an hour.
I did that. They're on the way, JT, with your long address, brother. The post office is like, are you sure this is his address? I said, I'm sure. The man wrote it himself. He told me all that is the address.
I printed it out work, and I was doing the centered and line by line.
Really cool, though. Really cool, man. It was my pleasure. So that's why I wasn't So I wasn't able to do 2 videos a day this week. Normally I try to do, or sometimes if there's a lot of things to talk about, I try to do 2 videos a day. So I couldn't this week because I was busy packing books and getting them shipped out. But it was a lot of fun, you know. And everybody got something extra, okay? Everybody that won got a couple of things. Some people got 2 things. Some people got 1 thing, depending on how big the box was already. And a few of y'all got like 6 or 7 things. So you got something extra to look forward to. Happy holidays.
Did we thank Kyle? Thank you. For the super chat.
Oh yes,
I think I just jumped.
You just went to the Philly Collins thing. Kyle Davis, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. That does help with the shipping.
Yes, thank you. Oh, what's it, Louise? I hope your computer's okay.
Oh no, somebody's computer's messed up.
Or not Louise. Yeah, somebody. Here.
Okay, really quick. This is something I'm going to talk about today. Omar, any truth to these rumors I keep seeing online about DC closing up starting in June? I swear we're going to talk about that, so I am keeping that a mental note, which my mental notes kind of suck. But I promise if somebody can bring that up, that is something I do want to talk about today. Omar, I'm doing my first Claremont read. X-Men. Oh, I'm so happy. I bought the Excalibur Omni. Should I wait to read it when it comes up in continuity, or can I go ahead and crack it open? To me, I think it works a lot better if you wait until after the Mutant Massacre and after the Fantastic Four X-Men cross 4-issue miniseries, because he builds on that, right? Like you have all these, not to spoil anything, but you have a cast of X-Men that are wounded and they cannot be with the X-Men team. So that's what takes them over
get wounded. What are you talking about?
I didn't read the Mutant Massacre. So that's what takes them over to England. So I would wait. At least read the Mutant Massacre.
Is Nick Spencer trying to undo One More Day?
I hope so. I mean, he's been trying to undo that since his first issue. Remember, there was that shot of Peter and MJ on top of a tower. That like a throwback to the pre One More Day days. Pre-One More Day days. That sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is.
You're so Scotty. Thanks for the shout out. The honor's all mine. Love you guys. Also, Omar pretty much nailed the pronunciation of my name. Kudos. Yay.
Woo! Woo! Good thing. Well, boy, this week.
Yeah, this week about pronunciations.
Thoughts on the Spawn compendiums. I used to have the very... they had these phone book things. I can't remember what they were called. You know, like Marvel had the essentials. DC had the showcases. These Image started printing out the Spawn in like these black and white things, and I had them. They were okay. Color was my thing. Like if the product was originally released in color, that's the way that I wanted it. So then they started doing thick trade paperbacks, and I started getting those. And oh my gosh, my volume 3 and 5 fell apart. They went through a lot of printing problems at the Image. And then I bought the hardcovers because I was like, you know what? They're going to go through with these hardcovers. I'm going to get them. The Spawn Origins, which were on Previews World, and now they're locked out. So I don't know if Todd stepped in and said, you know what? We're not reprinting those. We got a new idea. We're going to do a Spawn compendium. 1 through 50 seems like a lot. And I still have my Witchblade compendiums and my Darkness compendiums, which aren't the best built books. However, I don't also have any of the new compendiums like the, DMZ or the Why the Last Man or the Fables compendium. I don't have those, so I don't have anything to compare it to. They could be built really well. So
Taylor Talks Comics sent you a Facebook message. It's really important.
Check your Facebook message on air. I sent you something.
And
if it's an Alf related thing, I swear.
And do you want to address DC? A couple of people are worried.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Tell him. Joy. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Yes, I love it.
I'm gonna show everybody what you sent me, just because.
Here, Alf's gonna clap.
I knew it was Alf related before I even opened it up.
Really
I was
important.
like, "What the hell? That's not important." All right. And then we'll get to the DC question because that seems to be the big thing. And then, like I said, at 11:30 a.m., I'll announce the winners. And then at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll do that really sweet gift card from Scotty. So this is what Taylor interrupted me to bring to my attention. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, custom Alf figures. What is wrong with people? Why does that exist?
Mm-hmm. Okay, DC.
Okay, so let's talk about DC. There's been a lot of rumors lately. There's several websites and several YouTubers have talked about the decline of DC and pretty much the ending of the DC comics, right? A couple of these YouTubers have been saying this for years, and it seems like the same repetitive thing. I tend to lean on facts. So, I mean, yes, one can assume that, hey, they're letting a lot of people go. Hey, the collected editions department isn't printing as many books. As a matter of fact, we're still canceling books. So I mean, I like, maybe it's my attitude towards life that I remain positive until something like me, the way that I've always lived, it's not real until it's, I'm holding it in my hand or it's really happening. That's the way that I am, right?
I'm real.
Yes, I know you're real. Otherwise, this is a really messed up dream I'm having. Should have made those shrooms. So what I'm thinking is that there's going to be a new regime at DC. That's what's pretty much going on. They still have a lot of things to figure out. I don't think they're closing doors yet. My money is that they're going to stay open, right? They're going to rehaul and do everything again, probably from scratch. That's why we're seeing a lot of these books being canceled. And a lot of these projects that are being canceled, I'm sure have something to do with the fact that these people were in the middle of working on these projects, whether it was the Fables Compendium or whether, it was the, what was the book that was pushed back? Batwoman Omnibus. They were in the middle of working it. And then they got let go. You get a yellow slip. What are you going to do with this half-finished product? Somebody else is going to come in and finish it. But I think from now, there is no secrets out here though. Like, they are definitely downsizing a lot. One of the last guys, who I can't say his name because he was my last contact at DC, emailed me and said that I'm just saying goodbye. They're going to be working on a smaller skeleton crew. So, I mean, there's that. They are going to downsize. It's going to be a lot smaller. And he told me that apparently what they were going to have to do, and this is just what they were doing that week, because everything changes over there from week to week, it seems like, that they're going to be working, like the people that are editing the books, like Superman, the editors of Superman, have to get to and put together the collected editions. So there's like no collected editions department except for like 2 or 3 people that pretty much are just PRs. And that's a lot. That's a lot of work. People that don't normally do collected editions to be in charge of collected editions for their ongoing series seems like a lot of work. So no, I don't think they're closing doors. It gives me hope that we have all this. We have a catalog, and it's still being built. Every time I see a book in our catalog, I get excited. So it gives me hope that we're going to still have DC Comics and Omnis later on. Not as many, right? And I think maybe if they rebuild and start over again, 2022 will be a better year for them. But that's me. That's my positive attitude. There's a lot of other people out there claiming they're about to shut door.
People are weighing in with their opinion while you were talking about.
I talk a lot.
DC. No, it was only like 2 minutes. But also their opinion on the He-Man Alf as well. It's better than your own. Is it OnlyFans or Fans Only? What's the name of that thing?
Oh man, Fans Only. Fans Only.
It's not real until you're holding it in your hands, like He-Man Alf.
Who said that?
JT. So for everybody that's been popping in, hello and good morning, at least morning here. And but yeah, it sounds like people are like, it's rumors and
yeah, it's right now. There's nothing set in stone. There's not an email from inside that's saying, "Hey, we're closing shop." Nothing like that. Anybody can start a rumor, and then people just keep, it's like an echo chamber. You just get on YouTube, and everybody's like, "It's freaking clickbait." I could do a video on DC shutting down.
Yeah, that's what somebody mentioned earlier.
I mean, that's all it is. That's not fact, though. And also that makes
channel was clickbait and not a credible source.
Well, and then also that makes me seem like a douchebag. I don't want to wish that on anybody. As a guy that lost his job, I understand completely, what that feels like. So,
and to get a new job, they have no idea how to do. Golly,
I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
No, Connor says thank you. It was insightful. If you were wasting our time, then we wouldn't be watching.
Oh,
right?
Thank you. Why would DC put a new creative team on Red Hood if they're closing down? That's just one example. Right? They're shifting creative teams too. But honestly, that rumor has been around since AT&T WB. So that's a thing. I tell you what, though, I was shocked to find out that Wonder Woman's going to be available on HBO Max, like, come Christmas Day. That, to me, is a huge gamble that they're...
Merry Christmas!
This is a movie that was supposed to make them... I mean, I guess they were hoping billions, but...
We're watching Cats. That's our new Christmas
That
tradition.
is not what we're doing.
Me and your brothers are going to.
Yeah.
You're invited.
I'm not going.
Where you going? You going to go in your basement?
I'm going to go in my basement and do my thing, because I ain't doing no damn Cats anymore.
Okay. So just one more thought about the rumors. I really liked your comment on one of your videos about how, like, ever since you've been reading comics, there's rumors about places shutting down. So,
well, it's true, right? It's true. I remember. I don't know if any of you all were around when Age of Apocalypse was happening, right? This is before the internet. Well, I mean, the internet was there, but only rich people had the internet. But there were rumors that they were like, this is at the comic shop. They were like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the new X-Men. Like, they're done. They canceled X-Men, and it's now going to be Amazing. It was Amazing Mutants and Astonishing Mutants, because they were renaming the X-Men brand. And I, as a kid, I was like, what? They canceled X-Men? They're like, yeah, man, Professor X, like, he got killed in the past. And I'm like, what? They canceled X-Men. So that's kind of, the rumors have always been there, right? Like, it's so easy to spread them too, because then I started telling my friends that didn't go to comic shops. Guys, they canceled X-Men. They're gone. The internet brought the Age of Apocalypse. Right. And then they reveal later on, like through previews world, that this is only for 4 months, things like that.
My heart asked me to fix this and I can't.
That's why you should like Alf. He eats cats. Ah, good one.
All right, there we go. Link.
You're
over there.
I've got Batgirl New 52 Omnibus pre-order. That's the Gail Simone run. Release date March 2021. If I remember rightly, so just a case of waiting to see what happens. I'm sure that one will come out. That one's in the catalog. I mean, the books that have been in the catalog have been reshuffled. I mean, look how much fear it brings us whenever we see a book taken out of the catalog, right? Like Justice League International, or for that matter, JLA. JLA was taken out of the catalog for about a week, and everybody started freaking out, including me. But I didn't want to make a video going, man, they canceled JLA.
Michael said, when you're young Omar, they canceled X-Men. I should try to date girls.
That's Ernie. That's what I'm thinking too, brother. Like, they're waiting it out, aren't they?
Drop is Black Widow premiere on Disney Plus. Time will tell.
How long can you wait it out, right, before you're like, okay, we got to make some money out of this? We can't. I mean, they've been waiting a year. Hey, Omar, I hope you're doing fun. Do you know anything about restocks for Final Crisis Omnibus and Thanos Wars Infinity Origin Omnibus? No, I don't. Did Final Crisis go out of print? The new one? The new printing is out? Oh, I haven't been keeping up. And as far as Thanos, the Infinity Origin, that one just recently went out of print, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check to make sure it's not out of stock. Thank you, Melanie.
You're welcome.
Omar, I would like to know, on ordering your pre-orders, how many people you guys put in your baskets. I done it last night, and it took me forever, and I've had to sell a kidney. Okay, how many? I used to pre-order all the Omnis from Dcbs many years ago. And then I decided just to wait like day one. But then I realized the importance of pre-ordering, right? This is why DC cancels books, because they don't see enough pre-orders coming in. I think Marvel has learned their lesson. They're like, okay, sure, we're not going to get that many pre-orders, but we know people order these books, so let's go ahead and try to get an idea of how many to print, which was the whole problem during the pandemic, right? They're used to those orders of, I always use New Mutants as the example. New Mutants Omnibus Volume 1 was post-pandemic final cutoff date. So that, to me, is going to test the waters of how well these books are really going to sell, or whether they are truly going out of print too quick. Thanos Infinity. Thank you so much for checking Dying Breed Collectors. Thanos Infinity Origin is definitely out of print. So there you have it. Staying positive. That's right, Mr. Tolliver. We'll be the last sucker staying positive. Is Road to No Man's Land good? As Omni, I never read the story before. Here's something I need to say. Somebody brought this to my attention. on one of my video, on one of the comments on my videos, and then really quick. So because this is actually was on this video, so
that's what I was gonna say, Billy. That you just put out a video this week.
Yeah, I did do a video on it. I like the story. I love Cataclysm, right? And somebody commented saying that, you know, I need to quit being so positive about these books because people are I'm gonna start recommending people a bunch of crap. And I realized that is a good statement to make, right? Like, okay, maybe I should tone it down. But if I genuinely like something, it is difficult for me to stay or not to be positive about something, right? Like if I'm doing an X-Men book, and I try to find the positive in everything, because something that doesn't mean anything to me might mean something to someone else. There's no lie here when I say that I'm not the biggest fan of Brian Michael Bendis. I hated his portrayal of Typhoid Mary. But when I was doing the overview of Daredevil, I couldn't say that, right? Because this overview of Daredevil is focusing on the book. It's focusing on the build of the book and talking more about the story of how Bendis got started writing these characters and what he did. Because there's no denying that he brought the character out of almost obscurity with, like, well, writing on the coattails of Joe Quesada and Kevin Smith. But still, I mean, his run is a definitive run for a lot of people, despite of how I feel about it. So I have to stay neutral. So sometimes, though, it is very difficult for me to not have an opinion on something. If you go back and watch my videos, you can tell which, especially if you know my personality, which stories I really enjoy when I'm doing an overview of an omnibus, and which ones I'm on the fence, or which ones I'm like, this one's okay, or which ones I was like, I would not buy this book at all, just from the tone of my voice. But I try to stay neutral as positive.
Neutral as positive.
As much as I can. Damn it, that came out the wrong way.
As possible.
As possible. It's possible. Thank you. Omar, learn English.
I think that, well, actually, for a couple of videos that I thought about making, never got to it. Like Soul Eater, I was reading the Soul Eater manga, the special edition. Is that what's called? That you bought?
Yeah, Soul Eater special edition.
I love the anime, but rereading this, and I'm like, I don't like it. So I was thinking, which I never made the video, but like saying, if this is what it is, it's a lot of fan service, which is fine, but it's like over the top and very repetitive. If that's for you, then that's your book and that's fine. But for me, it's boring and there's not that much substance. So maybe just, putting the spin on, because it's the truth, it's reality. This is for some people, but it's just not for you.
Correct. Correct. Yes. And at the end of the day, I'm just a guy with an opinion, just like everybody else. So if you're asking me, is Road to No Man's Land good as an omnibus? Then yes, I liked it a lot. It's got a lot of great artwork. It's got some ups and downs, but maybe that's the way I live my life. The ups always, outshine the downs. Just JLA was the same way. Ups more than downs. Sorry I took too long answering that. Omar, if you say it's good, I'm getting it. Okay. I'm sorry if it ends up sucking though. When does Dcbs update their site for pre-orders? Usually towards the end of the month or beginning of the following month. So, I'm sorry. I would say try to check on the 3rd and 4th of the month. Is there a Black Panther omnibus coming out? Not that I know of. I'm sorry. I got a list from David last week. And I didn't see that on there, but there's some slots too for the next. I can't say anything on that list, but there's some reprints and there's some new books. Some I'm very excited about. And that's all I can say. But I did not see Black Panther on that list. I'm sure it's coming. 301 watching, only 78 likes. Come on, peeps. You know what to hit.
Look at those cute kitties.
That's Brian. How's it going, Brian? Brian's good people.
Assuming those are your cat.
And thank you for reminding everybody to smash that like button.
Kenny,
do you think once the John Byrne run of Superman is done collecting standard size hardcovers, that DC will collect the stories post? That's the question, right, Kenny? Where do you stop those hardcovers? So I hope that they take it all the way to Exile, but then we have those orphaned issues between Exile and Death and Return of Superman, which are the Panic in the Sky issues and things like that. So I'm hoping that they do is say, hey, these are selling really well in standard hardcover. Maybe we should try to collect them in omnibus format. That's just wishful thinking on my part.
King of wishful thinking.
Good job. That was really nice.
You're welcome.
Omar, any news about JMS Volume 2 with the curved spine? Yes. JMS Volume 2, the new stock that's out does have a curved spine. I've been on the fence about the John Byrne Fourth World Omnibus. Have you guys read that stuff? Are the stories any good? I've only read the first issue and all their appearances in Wonder Woman. His run on Wonder Woman. I have no dog in this fight, so I don't know. I mean, it's John Byrne. I really liked what he did with Kirby's Fantastic Four. I say Kirby's Fantastic Four, but it's Kirby's Fantastic Four. Re-envisioning those characters. I like what he did with X-Men and She-Hulk. So I'm curious, because this is in the 90s, so it's an era I wasn't really familiar with. Where are you telling us about the new books? Right here on this very channel.
I think when.
Oh, when? When am I telling you? When Marvel says okay. I do have a list of Masterworks I'll be announcing sometime early next week. And a lot of this has to be approved. So, just waiting around. You stop with Red. No. I have a huge box that it's my project, and I'm sure when I take a break from the channel, I want to custom bind those. The post-Death and Return of Superman years, leading it all the way up to the Jeff Loeb run, which is being collected in trade paperback, the Jeff Loeb run. We only had one Blue Superman trade, and that's it. Any modern Omnis coming out that's on your list? Maybe there's a volume 2 of a omnibus, but I can't say much more than that. Oh gosh, yes, there are some modern Omnis coming out.
When you take a break from the channel, what? You were taking a break this month from Old Reader.
I don't take a break. Do what I'm up to.
Was it really that bad?
I gave Max a bunch of crap. Max is the guy that owns Cheap Graphic Novels when he was on the channel when I was talking to him about working 15 hours a day. And I'm like, wait, I completely get it. I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning replying back to comments because I know sometimes people are waiting on a reply like, hey, I have a question about this. I want to buy it.
Yeah, this week you've been working more.
Yeah. Probably because I feel guilty about not making as many videos because I was busy boxing things up.
Please don't feel guilty.
Okay. We'll save it for our couples therapy.
Okay.
Did you ever post the Guardians of the Galaxy Omnibus reading order? I heard Bendis' run's crap. Thank you for the super chat, Jack. So I'm flying blind right now. Please help, por favor. I haven't done a Guardians of the Galaxy reading order. That's a good idea. Maybe I should. Okay, I'll do one. Or I'll put it on our Patreon. Our patrons get to vote on what the next reading order should be. Right now, I'm reading a shit ton of Thor, which I don't mind. I really enjoy Thor. I think Thor is a great character with many complex origins. Rereading.
Yeah, you were telling me last night.
Yeah, you were like, "Who's Donald Blake?" I'm like, "Oh, that's right. They never brought him into the movie." Because I was telling you about Jake Olsen, and you were like, "What?"
Yeah. Well, and I've read some of the comics too, and I just never was mentioned that there was an alter ego.
Is the Spider-Man by JMS ever going to be reprinted? All I can say, Mike, is stay tuned to the channel. That's all I can say when we're talking about reprints. I did give David a couple of ideas on what to name something. We had a lot of fun going back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool." So,
Artist Geomancer has a question about cheap graphic novels. What's a special order? They aren't shipping it because it's a special order.
Okay, so I'll explain what that is. I actually know what that is because IST also has it, but I don't think they mark it as a special order. So a special order means that they are getting the order from the distributor, right? So let's say you order Venom Omnibus Volume 3, right? And it's not physically on the shelf for him to ship it out to you. So that means that in order for that order to be filled, he has to order through the distributor. And the distributor being Diamond. I know he goes out of his way to try to find it other places too. But let's say Diamond. They have to wait for Diamond to get it, and then Diamond ships out the order. That's what special order means, right? It's up to Diamond to fill it. And if Diamond's system says, yes, we have 48 in stock, and he orders one of those 48, then you absolutely should get it. However, much like the case that happens in in-stock trades and cheap graphic novels or anywhere you order online, sometimes that system is kind of busted. So, Holy crap, what happens? You as the consumer are like, hey, I ordered this book 3 weeks ago. Where's the book? The guy that Max at Cheap Graphic Novels emails Diamond, hey, where's this book? Diamond's like, oh man, yeah, that's our bad, dude. We shouldn't have said 48. We meant we only had 8 copies and those are gone. So then now Max has to get back to you saying, hey, dude, they're out. And you as the consumer is like, what the hell? I'm never doing business with you again. And that's kind of how these things have been happening lately, right? There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we don't get to see because we don't know how the system works. And it took me a long time to learn all this. Like, okay, I guess since talking to David, learning more about the stuff, how it works behind the scenes, how fast these things get printed. For example, Wolverine, right? I emailed him immediately after Wolverine because y'all know how big of a push I am. Like a drug dealer, I swear, when it comes to Wolverine. Like, we got to make sure Wolverine sells so we get an Omnibus Volume 2, and we are. Good job, everybody. But that book sold out so quick, it was gone within 20 minutes. Like, Cheap Graphic Novels had it for like 10. And I think In Stock Trades had it for like 20 to 30 minutes, whatever. I emailed him the following day saying, hey, looks like things are going good with Wolverine. And I knew that Diamond had none. So I even said that, right? And even with an emergency print run that took him about 5 days to decide, okay, we're going to go back to restock with Wolverine. We're going to have a new stock of Wolverine. It's February. Keep in mind, when did Wolverine come out? Like the first week of September, right? So you're talking October, November, December, January, 5 months for an emergency print or restock of Wolverine. That's how long these orders take to fill. That was a long-ass explanation.
But wait. Okay, so first of all, like on these live chats, I learned stuff from you because we don't talk about, well, no, we do talk about comics a lot, but you don't tell me all of this stuff, right?
You don't ask the right questions.
Okay.
You don't super chat me.
I need to be on the. I need to.
You need to super chat me. You need to give me $5 so I can answer your question.
I'll give you a kiss.
Worth it.
Somebody thanked you, Voracious Reader, for being so good about responding to comments.
Oh,
so I just wanted to point that out. And to go along with what you were saying about, suggesting books to be published, there are a lot of people suggesting books that they like to see published, like a lot on here.
Right now?
Just throughout the whole chat.
Oh, okay.
People have been suggesting books to publish. They like to see out.
Well, go to Green Lantern because that is an excellent question. So Green Lantern asked, why doesn't the collection editions department know when things are out of print? I asked the same thing, right? My first conversation with David, I'm still surprised he called me back and emailed me, and now we work really close together, because I was literally like, man, how do you not know that? That's what
I appreciated, was your honesty.
I was like, dude, Brian Michael Bendis' Daredevil is out of print right now, and it's been out of print for over a decade. That book would sell right now, and that was my first conversation with him, and he's like, I don't know these things. If you're a publisher, let's say this is your business, right? Like, your job is to make sure these books get put out and they sell out. That's what you want to see, right? They're out of your warehouses. They're out of the printers. You move on to new books. You have no idea if there's a new market for these books, right? You just know how well they sell. You're like, oh, these books are selling really well. It wasn't until you have a crazy guy from YouTube screaming, no, these books sell a lot better and could sell so much better, letting you know how well these books do and how well they could do and how well the reprints would do, that you were out of touch with almost the community. And that's good that he reached out, because I feel like that's what they need to hear. And not just Marvel, but everybody, right? Like, look at Boom. Boom let irredeemable hardcovers go out of print. Those books could sell. The only book that they keep reprinting is the year 1 and year 2 of Power Rangers, because they have an idea, at least with those. But they have no idea about Irredeemable. Irredeemable is just like printing cash. And let's not even get started on DC, because I'm trying to stay positive with DC, but the same thing over there. So it's because as a publisher, your job is done if Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 sells out. You kind of have an idea that you probably need to reprint it because the book keeps selling. But you have no idea about Brian Michael Bendis' Daredevil, or for that matter, Astonishing X-Men. So I will never forget, like, that was our first conversation. 2 days later, he emailed me back going, okay, we're going back to print with Daredevil, Bendis, and Astonishing X-Men. I was like, awesome. Man, I just threw all my cart. Like I literally just threw everything at him. I'm like, if these don't sell, that's gonna suck. He's never gonna talk to me again.
So, for example, Sergio has been saying Iron Man Silver Age reprint.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Is that requesting one?
Yes. So the Silver Age books, no lie. Okay, these Silver Age books, I've said it on the channel many times, and I know it breaks a lot of people's hearts, including mine. They didn't sell that well. When we look at the sales of Incredible Hulk, I know a lot of people have been asking me about Incredible Hulk, and I'm going to get to back then and now, though. So back then, Incredible Hulk went on liquidation. Okay, bye. I'm boring my wife. Back then, when it came out, it didn't sell. It went on liquidation for like 2 years, meaning that you could find it at conventions for $30, $25. I remember D Header had it for like $20-something, and I had just sold mine, and I was like, maybe I should get that again. They just didn't sell. They sat there. Silver Age books, unless they're X-Men, which doesn't make any sense why they haven't reprinted those, but maybe we had too many X-Men reprints to begin with. But we'll get back to that. Or Thor, I mean, look at the sales on Thor. It's insane, like how much they sell for these days. But back then, nobody was really buying them. Tomb of Dracula, we were lucky to get a reprint of that. Alexis, I want Tomb of Dracula Volume 2, brother. I do. Oh, so does Daniel. That's my number one most wanted reprint. But they just didn't sell. So I'm hoping to talk to David and, tell him, like, maybe we should, you should test the waters again. And like, maybe, I'm pushing for a Mighty Thor, because I think that almost made it to the top 10 most wanted reprints. So, we'll see. We'll see. All I can say is I can try to ask, and at the end of the day, though, it's their business that they run, and their decisions are the ones that they're going to go with. All I can do is just ask them to do something, and we'll see. So hopefully, Thor, he decides to reprint Thor, because the prices out there are ridiculous. But that's the thing, right? If he reprints Thor, it has to sell. Otherwise, more than likely, nothing else will be reprinted. There won't be a Thor Volume 2. There won't be Avengers Silver Age won't be reprinted. So that's just that's where I'm coming from, and I hope you all understand. I get a lot of messages on a daily basis about, hey, when is this going to be reprinted? I think it's a good idea to reprint this. And usually I wait till I get 20, 30 people asking for the same thing before I reach out to David. Hey, I've heard of Ultimate Spider-Man is another one. Ultimate Spider-Man, I get a message about every day, and I let him know. So it's not like I haven't let him know.
Sure,
you go ahead and read that, baby.
Trion Das says, NMC is the best channel I've ever seen. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You are the best. So, question, should I get the new Avengers by Bendis in hardcover?
Because we don't have an Omnibus Volume 2? If you can find them, because I think Volumes 4 and 7 are hard to find of those new Avengers hardcovers. But yeah, absolutely. But the hardcovers also don't collect Avengers Disassemble, which is where the story began. But the story really, really begins with Secret War by Bendis. That's where the story really begins. For some reason, that's not collected in the Omnibus either. So get that. They have an OHC of Secret War. It doesn't go for a lot of money. As of now. 11/21.
Hi, Man Young.
I love that name.
Samurai Executioner being collected?
No, not yet. I would love a Lone Wolf and Cub Deluxe Edition first, and then we can get Samurai Executioner.
Clone Saga Volume 2, 3 exclamation marks. When? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exclamation marks.
I know Ben Reilly Volume 2 just went back to, we'll come back in February with Wolverine. No talk of Clone Saga. We live in a world where people are demanding Clone Saga Omnibus. That's awesome. I love it. That book was like, I remember my friends and I, when the first Omnibus was announced, we were like, good luck selling that, Marvel. Everybody hated that. Apparently nostalgia, whether you loved it or hated it, goes a long way, or whether you just want to find out how bad the story is. When is the next reprint poll? Feels like it's been a while. 2020 did put a damper on that, and I think the next reprint poll will definitely go up between December and January as soon as I'm able to announce these new Omnis. Because I usually schedule it after my my videos of books that are currently out of print, and then I do my top 10 most wanted Omnibus, Marvel, DC, and then X-Men, because you have to separate X-Men.
What? There we go. Will Marvel ever reprint Iron Man by Kurt
Kurt.
Busiek? I was combining the two names, and Sean Chen Omnibus.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That will be reprinted one day. When, I don't know, but most of these books, unless there's some kind of licensing deal, like the thing with Stephen King's Dark Tower, most of these will be reprinted. If they find a sell.
There's a Tales of the Dark Knight, Kevin Smith request. Dying Breed Collector says Clone Volume 1 is still readily available. So Omar, you weren't wrong.
Yeah, so they saw the sales of Volume 1. They were like, oh crap. Okay, let's cut the printing down by half, right? And they did. And then half the people bought those. And that's probably exactly what happened.
Oh, a couple of people have some good memories of Clone Saga.
See? Yeah.
Louise, it was his intro into comics for Spider-Man series. JT, when I was growing up, the very first time I held a comic book in my hands was a Clone Saga comic at the local Pizza Hut. I've got a soft spot for that run. See, me, it's the opposite. I hate any clone story. Hate it. Refuse to read that. Or I'll probably read a couple issues as a kid. But
see, for me, I feel that way about Avengers: The Crossing. People hate Avengers: The Crossing, and I understand, but I freaking loved it. Loved it. And somebody asked who my favorite artist was on Tomb of Dracula. I'm gonna have to go with Gene Colan.
Okay. Let's see. Have you got the Kurt Busiek Conan yet, Omar? Please tell us the mice match it. Oh my gosh, I'm combining words.
Yeah, what's going on there?
The Marvel years. I talk pretty one day. One day.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple things right now, because this brings up another question. Number one, there is no conspiracy about these printers making bad books. I want to clarify that. I literally do not have Excalibur, Uncanny X-Men Volume 2, which have been mentioned. Somebody has, a couple of you all wonderful people message me when my name gets brought up somewhere or people are accusing me of something. And I love you all for that, because one of the things that I told my wife is that I get a lot of positive messages. 9 out of 10. Hell, no. Let's say 99 out of 100. You wonderful people always reach out to me with thank yous and praises. But I like to keep myself humble. So, that's why I always say I think a difference of opinion is important when you don't agree with me. And for the people that don't agree with me the way that I do my overviews, God bless you, because I can always try to improve. However, there's this huge conspiracy that I just found funny about how I purposely have not done an overview of Excalibur or Uncanny X-Men 2. And I'm not going to say where this started, because of the printings are bad. And I don't want to make Marvel look bad. That's not true at all. I just don't have that package. Was sent to me 2 weeks ago, including the Kurt Busiek Conan, and it's just somewhere in transit. That there is no conspiracy. I will do an overview. If they have bad printing, I will make sure. I told you all about the flat spines or the thin paper, or what seems like thin paper in Venom Omnibus, or the glued binding in the Hoxpox OHC.
Hoxpox.
That's what the cool kids call it.
So
it's not it's not like I'm like, oh, I have to be honest, because that's part of the reason why David trusts me sometimes, or most of the times. Most of the time, I hope you still trust me. Or if I'm not happy with the mapping of something, I have to. I speak out. But it has, So that was a long answer, but I did need to bring that up. That there is no conspiracy about these books, being crap, or me purposely not putting a video out. I just don't have them yet. That's it. There's no.
And that bothers you. You were like,
because people really
no, I meant that they haven't come in yet, right?
Oh, you're absolutely. Because people are asking me, where's the video? And I'm like, I swear it's coming. I just have to wait. I promise.
Well, Doc Star is wondering, is the only Fantastic Four not collected in books in the 1970s.
The 70s from Marvel doesn't get a lot of love. I will say that, unless it's X-Men. But if you look at any Epic collection, you look at the Epics and you see the way that they're collected. The 70s are completely left out for a lot of books, right? Not just FF. A lot of books leave out of the 70s. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it was like one of their lowest selling points, but I can't imagine that being the case. But they will come. What's so funny?
Whereas, wish the cool kids would refrain from calling it Hoxpox. Reminds me of smallpox.
All right, we'll make sure to tell the cool kids not to do that.
Thank you, Fraser.
Go ahead.
Your opinion is so valued because it's not influenced by popular opinion on a run, but its values instead. Positive influence is greater than negative matters. That's why I love you.
Thank you, Fraser.
Hi, Glenn, 2K12. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, say thank you.
No, thank you for the super chat. It just took me a minute to absorb all that. All right, go to this.
Okay. Oh, great, Garland. Yeah. Where it gets close.
Okay, so I guess you all also did not enjoy the end of Doctor Who.
Nope.
Okay. Omar, PSA. Dan Slott just retconned Franklin Richards. I'm not caught up with that. Is Franklin Richards retcon him? He make him a child again, like younger than Valeria, or did he take away his mutant origins? What are we talking about here, Roberto, without spoilers? Is X-Men The Hidden Years getting an OHC? Not that I've heard of.
Nerdventure time. Hello, and thank you for smashing the like button. And
and he's leaving.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you. Look at me, I'm old. I have to scoot forward to see.
Oh, look at Alex. Hi, Omar. Do you think the Mighty Thor Volume 1 will get a reprint ever? How about it's the #1 request that I have for David as far as Silver Age books? Whether they decide to do it or not, up to them.
Ben's needing Freddo. We spread conspiracy theories. I like how
not we.
Conspiracy. It denotes some huge scale thing. It's
Dude,
just a silly
thing.
Okay. Email giveaways we're going to do in 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
So thanks for reminding us.
And we're also giving
That's
away.
What I was looking for.
We're also giving away for all you people that are watching another $50 gift card because of. I want to make sure I pronounce his name right. Oscari Aurula. Because of him who donated his gift card back, we're gonna give another $50 gift card to where's Cheap Graphic Novels, who sponsors this episode. Man, I've been talking a lot.
I can answer this question. We travel. How do you carry your Omnis? Because it's just fun to.
She's been with me.
Answer this question. We've answered it a couple of times. Let's see. One time at the airport, because his Omnis are in his backpack. By the way, there's the answer.
I'm not putting that in my. That's carry on, baby.
One time we are running 15 minutes. What airport was it?
Seattle or Minneapolis? The Minneapolis airport.
Yes, and we got there when the gates were closing. I was so upset because I missed my girls and I wanted to get home, and also had to
call. We were coming in from Canada,
and also wanted to call my. I had to call my boss and be like, "I'm stuck. I can't come into work the next day." But anyway, and it's heavy, right? I gave you a turn, right? Running through the airport with that huge thing.
That'll work you out, boy. That's like a Karate Kid Rocky workout.
On the airplane, it's like this huge book right there.
We were flying to Japan, and I remember sitting next to that lady who was so tiny and had this giant book. And
wait, on the way there or the way back?
On the way back.
Oh my gosh, she slept the whole time. I was so jealous. And I'm like, I gotta pee. I have to wake her up. Oh.
I'm always jealous of people that can sleep through long flights. Omar, can you please ask David why Omnis aren't released digitally? Did they not put out that's where those files come from, right? Digital files. So I can't imagine them not putting them digitally. I thought they did that already. Superman by Kurt Busiek and Jeff Johns Omnis. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know. That's definitely some of mine. Some of mine too. What's the worst printing of any book you've seen, Marvel or otherwise? For Marvel, I think it was the Miles Morales Omnibus. That was a really bad printing. For DC is the 52. But most people will probably say the Absolute Swamp Thing, Volume 1, the first printing. But it depends on where you got your book printed. The Mexico one was a lot better than the Canadian printing. Not starting any conspiracy theories, just saying Latinos know how to do it. Where are you at, Michael Edmond? And there's
right here.
There's Latinos living up in Canada too. That was border racist.
What?
Borderist? Michael's Canadian.
Oh, okay.
I know because I have to ship out his books.
And thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I'm not your wife. I'm just a model.
You are?
I put up with a lot of crap.
You do
I
put
think
up
I
with a
would.
lot of crap. I don't know why you put up with me. Why do you put up with me?
Because I love you.
Mm.
I think I've said that 3 times now.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, thank you, Michael.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's
You love
okay,
the long
answers.
Okay.
How about at like 12:50, my eyes will start glazing over. I'm like, what? Which one? Which one, baby?
Needs to email. Oh, here.
Omar needs to email Emily and find out where the
this came from the, it was supposed to come from the printers, because when I do advanced overviews I usually get them from the printers, but then this time for some reason the printers didn't send them out, so I had to get them from Hachette. So now that's what I'm waiting on. So they'll come, and I'll have the videos on here, and then you all can decide for yourself if you want to buy the book or not.
Paul Baker says that I really wish DC had someone easy to contact about their collected editions. They're sitting on countless Batgirl or Robin omnis that would sell like hotcakes. Maybe I'm biased.
No, you're not biased.
Hotcakes sell?
They do at McDonald's.
Quick. That must have been from like the 1800s, right?
Yeah. So really quick on that, you're not. I've always said they are sitting on printed money. Like, you could get that company. You can make that company millions of dollars if all they need is somebody that has a good business sense and also happens to be a little bit of a fan and knows, the team that they want working for them. Like, you could make that company money, but I don't know. It's like sometimes they're afraid to take a gamble on things, and right now they're not in a position to even take gambles anymore. Omar, any up? Yes. So the restock of Omnibus is coming. David is working on that, so keep an eye out. That is coming. So don't. I mean, it's your money, you all do whatever you want to, but if you want to buy it for cover and support your local comic book shop,
if you want to buy Alf puppets,
100% do that. If you want to buy Alf puppets and send it to us,
he made Alf puppets.
Please do not. We do have a PO box. Speaking of sending us things, we have a couple of things that came in the mail for us. And if you want to send us something, we do have a PO box. It's right there, New Mint Condition, PO Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky 40383.
You want to do that and then
let's do that and then we'll do the giveaways and then we'll answer some questions. Omar, when will you do an interview with Bendis? That would be hilarious.
You love Bendis.
Here's the thing about Bendis is that I think he is a wonderful human being. Like, one of the best human beings out there. He's given a lot back. He takes times with his fans. And you need a box cutter, baby, so you don't make that much noise. That picks up a lot. I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm just saying.
I'm just going to rip it. There.
Okay, there we go. Honestly, I love to interview him. Despite of how I feel about a lot of his writing, I can keep it civil. It doesn't have to be like, man, why did you ruin Guardians of the Galaxy? It was so much better. I don't have to do that. He's a good human being. And
okay, this is amazing.
Let's see. Okay. So this came in the mail, and I need to show this.
Don't show. Yeah, don't show.
I got it.
It's okay.
I ain't no amateur hour. So this came in the mail. This is from a fan. So first of all, do you all know how excited I get just getting mail, like a letter?
Yeah, I went to the post office again this morning. You got the Thursday. Let's see if there's anything else.
So this is amazing to see it written out. It's not an email. It's not like. Oh, I thought that was really sweet. Who went out of their way? So Graham Odom sent us something. And I've gotten a lot of fan mail. And this might be my favorite thing I've gotten. And this is a picture.
He took a lot of time on that.
12 years old, Graham Odom drawing me and coloring Wolverine.
You see, I don't have the patience to color in the background.
This is awesome.
He did.
So this is going upstairs, with some fan art. Got a paper shred Michael Edmonds art that he drew me.
But keep his daughters, just Michael's.
So, one of the questions I get a lot is like, I used to be a lot edgier and curse a lot on my show. And I want to say about 7 months ago, somebody on a live chat said, hey, I love watching your show, but my 10-year-old watches with me. And that kind of changed everything, right?
Oh, you know what? I was thinking the other day.
That changed me cursing as much as I used to. Now, the show that Amanda...
I almost did, and I stopped myself a few minutes ago. Like, we're just naturally not doing it.
Because everybody raises their kids different, right? I don't want to be having somebody listen to me and then their kid like, what does that F word mean? I don't want you to have that conversation with your child. And then things like this, just remind me why. Now, the show that I have with Amanda on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. where we're drinking, that's a different, not family show. That's where we just cut loose. But this was so cool. Hear it. Fun. And
anyway, so Graham, if you are watching this, lots of people are complimenting in the chat about how awesome it is, and put it in a frame. I wonder if I could get to sit up right
now. Oh, you best.
Okay, this
I was about to curse. Because this is from my buddy.
Okay, the Kyle.
This is from my buddy Kyle, right? Who sent me a lot of books in the past. But now sent me video games, and oh my gosh, I can't believe he sent me this. Mega Man Legends 2 and the Misadventures of Tron Boom. Like, for anybody that plays video games, you know how great and rare these stupid games are. Dude, Kyle.
Wow. We've been playing Mega Man 2 on with the girls.
Yes. Oh, and he got me a copy of this is an original, of course, but this is Persona 2. Never came out to America. Very cool. Oh, Twinkle. See, he knows my jam. He knows my jam. This is awesome. This is Twinkle Star Sprites on the Dreamcast. And then he sent me some movies. Let's look at these movies.
So our kids don't go on and watch it. But Lydia did hop on and like last week. She was at Granny's house.
Yeah. So, yes, Science Project. Oh, I love that stupid movie.
Oh, Perfect Blue is
Blu-ray
awesome.
of Perfect Blue. Thank you so much.
Perfect Blu-ray.
My brother, that's awesome. And then the PS4, Wolfenstein. He's really trying to get me to play my PS4. Wolfenstein and Deadlight, the director's cut. So thank you so much to my buddy Kyle. Thank you so much to Graham for that awesome picture of Wolverino.
Chris is saying those are really
right. That's why I almost cursed, and I was just talking about how I don't curse anymore. No Bart's Nightmare. No, Tina's not here.
Chris didn't curse either. Bart's Nightmare.
My so my Dreamcast plays Japanese and American games, and it has an HDMI built in. So I had that because Rob talked me into that. But huge thank you to Kyle sent me that. Yeah. Kyle was like, you need to update your Dreamcast. I'm like, I haven't played my Dreamcast in forever. And he's like, I'm gonna give you one that plays HDMI. Rob hooked me up with the cords. Melanie and Omar, I started reading Bone. Yes, isn't it great? What is your favorite way to collect the series? I was disappointed the full color slipcase was small and had glued binding. That's the one that I have. And I'm okay with the binding. It's not terrible.
When you're done. Well, I was reading Marv Wolfman's Nightwing, and in it he's in the gym and he has a Bone shirt.
Is it Bone?
Maybe, and it looked like the font maybe said Bones. It was the name of the gym. I was like, whoa, that's cool. He's wearing a Bone shirt.
Hey, Omar, what happened to Annihilation Omnibus Restock? Did it get pushed back? I'll also talk about the restocks here in a minute. Please remind me. What's up, Ace? How you doing? But let's talk about these winners.
Basket full of puppies. So that's what you're about to say.
The basket full of
puppies. I want to say that.
So, number 1, the Batman Fables winner of the lot of Batman and Fables and a couple of other trades I'm sending is Jessica Ashcraft. And I'm emailing. Congratulations, Jessica. I'm emailing you back. The Superman lot is Los Lobos 58. Congratulations. I've emailed you back. And the winner of the $50 gift card is Michael Petrosky.
Congratulations.
So, Michael, I've emailed Cheap Graphic Novels already, and congratulations.
Because Alf's full name is Gordon Alf Schum. What is it? Go back.
You don't remember.
I'm the worst, I know.
Shumway. Okay. Gordon. You're not the worst. Congratulations. And we also have another $50 gift card again to give away, which we'll be doing here in about 10 minutes. So everybody, get your fingers on Google. Is that the right term? Congratulations. Seriously. That was awesome. And then that's another lot I got to ship out, but completely worth it. I love you guys, and it's my only way. I wish I could give a lot more away. But shipping, it's just...
Oh, you got tons of Transformers over there. You've got...
Dude, I ain't giving away my Transformers. I got to sell some of that stuff too,
Oh, excuse me.
And then for those that are wondering, we are doing the room tour on November 30th is the deadline. Monday, November 30th is when I'm doing my room tour.
Mm-hmm. The day before my birthday, apparently.
There's the full name right there. Green
we're doing for my birthday.
Yep, that's what we're doing for your birthday. Omar, I'm dying to know if you saw the Transformers X-Men Blackbird. Yes, I did. I feel like it's your dream mashup.
That sounds really cool.
Okay, so they made Cyclops the character, right? And the Blackbird is blue. And like my nerdy self was like, actually, then Blackbird's supposed to be blue. But I was okay with it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm picking it up or not.
Grimlock eyes.
That no one knows that story.
Well, I'm about to tell it.
Why don't you tell them?
Okay. So, was that one of the first conventions? That's the first convention we went to together as friends. And somebody had this really cool cosplay, like big Grimlock costume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're walking by, and you heard the guy say, actually, Grimlock's eyes are blue. And he had it as green. Mm-hmm. And you were like, what?
I hate those actually people. That guy just spent like 18 days making this Grimlock costume, and you're going to call him out for having blue eyes? Just got to let some things slide, man.
Do I have my own collection shelf too? I used to.
She has one little shelf. It's got 4 books on it.
I used to, and then we just made room for his. No, there's a lot of figures that are
some of these
presents to each other that we've given each other, and I just kind of consider this, my collection too, I suppose.
Oh yeah, so, if ever we get divorced, this is your collection. Like I'm gonna end up with a box of what's it called? My Bad Binding Miles Morales, and yep, that's the way it works in America, baby. You get the kids and the collection.
Wait, so how are we arguing? Why are you arguing that I'll get it, and I'm arguing that I'm not gonna get it?
You start a sentence with actually, I'm immediately like, brain is leaving, and it's like, you're on your own, body, because I do not listen.
Omar.
I do not listen to actually. She knows this. Omar, what do you think of Hickman's X-Men? Do you think it's too high concept? Do you wish the X-Men were back at Xavier's school? Plus, I love your shirt. Thank you, brother. I thought about this because I was riding high on the Hickman train when House and Powers of X were coming out. I was like, man, this is so unprecedented. That they're changing up everything I knew about X-Men. They're explaining why they come back from the dead so often, and now they're making it part of the storyline. All these characters are back, and there are some really good stories still in there. Like, I'm enjoying Wolverine. I'm enjoying X-Force. Swords of X, I started reading, and for some reason, because I started going back to Thor, I stopped reading, which I need to, because I do want to give it a fair shot, but maybe it got a little dull. I don't know what it was. And Excalibur has its ups and downs. I was not a fan of Fallen Angels. New Mutants also ups and downs. But X-Men's interesting, even though some of the characters aren't written the way that I remember them. And sure, there's always a part of me that wants them to go back to Xavier's mansion and go back to the old ways. But it's nostalgia, right?
It'll happen in the future, right?
Oh, as soon as somebody else comes in.
Yeah.
See, not a fan of X of Swords. And I started reading it, and I'm thinking, some of it is, like, it started off pretty good. And then for some reason, I don't know.
Oh, great. Garlu said, isn't a lot of the manga yours? Did you have a tour of that, or am I mentioning things? No, you're right. I don't know why I was just thinking figures when Sunfed Soul asked that question. Yes, a lot of the manga is mine. When a lot of it is mine. What was that look for?
I don't know.
When we did that manga tour that I just chimed in and put in my 2 cents sometimes. What?
I didn't say anything, baby.
Why did you keep going So yeah, I'm confused right now.
Yeah, I better get that prenup. Oh wait, it's too late for that. I think I even made that statement about you getting 70% of my
you did. I made that joke on the video.
All right, let's talk about the stealth reprint really quick, and then we'll do a contest. They did do a stealth reprint of JSA Volume 2. They did. It wasn't very the print run wasn't very much. Maybe they're testing the waters. I do know it's $150 instead of $125. So the price did go up. So it's definitely a new ISBN. And I know Cheap Graphic Novels got some. They're trying to special order some more for people. So there you go. Hold on. Max, what are you saying, Max? If we're putting in an Omni request, my big one is Mutant Massacre. Still hoping to get an eventual Annihilation and Uncanny X-Force, but wouldn't mind trade paperbacks of those. Unpopular opinion, I love Doomsday Clock. I love your picture, by the way. Is that Gary Frank? I think that's Gary Frank, isn't it?
Hey, 2 questions ago, you said you do the contest.
Let's do 2 questions ago. Let's do the contest. Cool, man. I'm glad you like those. Good. This comment right here from my boy Shonda.
Go whip your ass out.
Melanie looking at Omar like, I'm gonna whip your ass out. She can. She's a freaking 4th degree black belt.
I think I give you that look every day.
You give me that look every day.
Melanie Musings. Oh, that's a good idea. Great Garlic, you're saying about the review segments. Thanks. Yeah, I missed doing a video this week. I just got really busy, but I do want to do another one. And I was telling Omar, it's pretty lucky. Like I could just pick whatever I want. It doesn't have to be timely. I want to read this book. I'm going to do a review of this.
And I'm like, it must be nice to be living like that. I have to do an overview of books I don't even know anything about. I have to read them. Dude,
well, I'm reading them.
No. I mean, but I have a stack of books over there that I'm doing an overview of for Tuesdays. And I'm like, I want to do these justice. I want to read, because I don't know about Darth Vader stuff. I haven't read any of that stuff yet. And oh, sorry. That was I took your question.
Like I was mentioning earlier, Marv Wolfman on Nightwing. So I may do a video. And I'll be honest, he's my hero because he worked on Reboot and Teen Titans. Reboot! But this one's not so much for me. It's repetitive. There's a couple really good parts, but
you're a fan of Marv Wolfman because he worked on Reboot, not New Teen Titans.
Never.
He forgot. He forgot about that.
I met Marv Wolfman at like the Little Frankfurt convention. I had him sign my Reboot artwork book, and he was like, "What? Oh, those are VHSs or something." He forgot working on it, and I was like, "Oh, it's so great to meet you."
Marv Wolfman's like, I worked on that movie.
Okay.
All right, two super chats, and then we'll get the questions. Hey guys, great stream. Any word on Green Arrow? But nope, not Green Arrow by Grail is not on the. It's not in the catalog yet. I'm hoping that's one that gets added though.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John Carlos. Omar. Okay. Are we looking forward to the Venom movie that's coming out next year? I'm hyped for it. It's going to be really good.
I didn't see the first one.
Altair. No, you didn't. We need to watch that. Amanda and I reviewed it. Yeah, sure. I'm excited for it. It was supposed to be out this year, wasn't it? I'm excited for it because it might mean that we're going to get some other books from the collected editions department.
Which that's always great.
All right.
Okay.
Is everybody...
Hey, Joseph, here's the contest.
Okay. Is everybody ready? This is for the $50 gift card. Again, donated by the phenomenal Oscari Aurala. So.
Even I don't know the question. What's the question?
I'm going to do a random number generator. Baby, can you get my laptop? You're
okay.
Going to have to do this, okay?
I
know, baby. It's just one, baby. It's just one.
Okay.
This is one time, okay? Is everybody ready? We're going to take the top 100 people to answer this question, okay? We'll be able to try to win this. So everybody get Google ready. I'm going to get once my wife opens up this laptop, if she doesn't fall all over my books.
Move these boxes!
You know, despite of what you think, people don't like us arguing on the air. That's just rude. All right. So my wife has the chat pulled up. Here we go. And I'll do I'll share the screen. Okay. The question is, what is the sixth? Am I saying that right? Sixth?
Yes.
The sixth word.
Oh.
6 word. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 word in the Green Lantern Oath. I need the 6th word. Not the 5th, not the 4th, not the 3rd, not the 2nd, not the 7th, the 6th word. Do you know what it is, Melanie?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Mad Dog Comics counting.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Top 100 people. Yeah, I'm definitely getting whipped after show ends, that's for sure.
There they go.
Keep going. There you go. I really hope somebody writes day. Top 100 people. Good luck, everybody.
Rosebud.
He's gonna throw my wife's counting off. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for joining us. This is a lot of fun. I love doing these Saturday shows. I look forward to it. It refuels my energy to keep making more videos.
I bet you can go ahead and do that.
All right. I'm going to share the screen really quick. Let me do a random number generator and I'll pull it up. Good luck.
Sasmer said Molnier.
And I don't care if they misspell.
Wait, oh, you hadn't. There you go. You got to put 100. Okay.
Yeah.
There.
All right. So sharing my screen, everybody. Ignore the number 7 because that's what's on there right now. Sharing my screen, everybody. Can you see the screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's a little bit of a lag.
lagging.
Okay. So here we go. Generating number 61. That's not that bad.
That's okay.
It's over 50. Number 61. Congratulations, number 61. My wife is doing the counting, and she will announce the winner.
Do you want to announce the correct answer? Even though
oh, the correct answer is what you all have been typing, right? Night. That is right.
61.
61.
Right. Okay.
And I'll take some more questions while my wife counts. I don't know why people today are idiots. I don't either, Alexander. I've been trying to figure that out too, man. But that's why I stay at home. So I don't talk to them. Rodrigo, we thank you for making our lives happier, Omar. Oh, dude, thank you so much. You are more than welcome. If that's what my calling is in life, then that's good. Somebody told me, I remember a friend of mine told me I should have been a priest. Like, have you met me and my adventures I've had? No way would they take me in. Then again, one of my best friends is a Catholic priest, and we have done a lot of amazing things together. Thanks for the giveaways. I never win, but it's still awesome. Luis, good luck, brother. Good luck. Doomsday Clock still sucks. Some people really like it. That's okay. Difference of opinion. Llama, Ace. I have a soft spot in my heart for llamas. Somebody wrote day. That's awesome. Dude, do you know we got demonetized because so many people wrote gold balls?
Yes.
That is so.
That was.
I was so pissed at YouTube. Like, it took them 2 days to fight that. Like, I'm like, are you serious? Is there a term in the sexual community? I can't believe I'm asking.
Well,
this.
we better stop saying it then.
Okay. Yep. Never mind. Forget I just said Egg's name.
Eggs. There you go. I'll call him Eggs.
Oh no, I hate this. I have a clone Omnibus Volumes 1, 3, and 4. I can't finish reading until Volume 2 is reprinted. Well, Chris, I'm going to mention that then. How in the world can I talk him into reprinting Clone Saga 2, though? Because Clone Saga 1 didn't sell that well, and it's still in stock. Egg. We'll just call him Egg from now on. In brightest day and blackest bird. Priest friend is always turning water into wine. Dude, Father Frank and I have had so many crazy adventures.
You better not say.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you. Maybe I'll save that for the after hours talk with Omar. Only for our Patreons. If somebody suggested that, I'm like, you guys really want to hear some things? Okay.
Count twice. Same person. Congratulations. Jacob Rocco. Jacob Rocco. And then,
Jacob Rocco. Congratulations.
Send us an email.
Please email us at nearmintcon@gmail.com, and I'll tell you how you can claim your prize.
And you could use it Black Friday shopping.
You can use it Black Friday shopping. That is right.
Yeah.
Dude, most of my amazing
Father Frank is amazing.
Like,
and
he is a
he
good
is Father
dude.
Frank. He's not Frank. He's Father Frank. He is, he's so smart. He's so kind. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Can't sing enough of his praises.
Yeah, great guy. And congratulations again.
That was all before he became a father.
This is awesome. Father Frank, the diocese would like a word with you. I don't know how that guy hasn't gotten fired.
Oh, hush. It was all before.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Oh, okay. Good times.
Good times. Thank you, everybody, again. And there he is, Jacob Rocco. Yeah, just email us, my brother. Congratulations. Any breaking news this week? I am waiting for approval from the Marvel legal department to approve one of the videos. And 1 second, because David and Un sorry, already approved it. So yeah, just waiting for them to say, yeah, go ahead. So we will see.
Did we already do
It's
the
exciting.
super chat?
Not X-Men related, but it's still exciting. I don't know if we did or not. Spending too much money on manga collecting lately. Any series better as an anime? This is from Shane D.
Yes, and I can't pull up the super chat. So thank you, Shane D. I'm not able to.
I actually talked to my my daughter's little friend is Lila. She loves this anime series called Hyaku. It's a volleyball thing, right? And I asked some of my viewers when I was doing the announcements of upcoming collected editions for the month of November if anybody had read it, and they said, do not read it, watch it. The anime is so much better. So if that saves you a little money, it's the volleyball anime. When is the CGN? The Cheap Graphic Novels stated that their Black Friday sale starts on Thursday, and I'll be doing a special little thing about that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, go to Clone Saga 2.
Is that
Haiku? Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
What's the word for hurry in Japanese? Is that it?
I don't know.
How do you
Are you giving away a gift card too?
Haiku.
I really don't know.
Ace. Omar, answer my Q&A.
Oh, Ace. You kill me. So what is up with Uncanny 2 reprint? Everybody keeps saying something is wrong with it. Oh, Derek, you missed the conspiracy. I don't get mine until next DCBS order. I still have yet to get my copy of that and Excalibur. I think those were the two books that were brought to my attention that are part of the conspiracy theory. And about, I think 45 minutes into the episode, I talked about the conspiracy theory. There is no conspiracy theory. I'm just waiting on my package to arrive from Hachette. So,
thank you, Raz.
The reprint poll will be coming out sometime after the announcements of the upcoming collected editions from Marvel. And that should be sometime soon. I have the list. I just have to wait for David to approve. And a lot of it has to do with him just making sure that, each month is covered. And he wants to make sure he doesn't want to last minute move things around. So there you go. Mm-hmm. So it's that. And then I think he's got about 3 or 4 more books to add to the catalog. So here's hoping.
I don't know what Ace's Q&A is.
I think she's joking. She knows I love her, though.
Okay.
All right, let's go to this question right here. Because I answered this a little bit earlier. But so the Spawn Origin hardcovers were supposed to be released in November. About 2 weeks ago, somebody asked me, and I went to check. And the Diamond contact said, for some reason, they're locked now. I don't know what that means. And they didn't know what it meant. My theory is that McFarlane just said, hey, put a stop to this. I don't want to release those hardcovers anymore. I have an idea. Because they just announced yesterday that there's going to be a reprint of Spawn in a compendium edition. So those are those soft covers that are really thick. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to reprint the hardcovers anymore and he changed his mind or what exactly is going on. But that's the last thing I know is that when I went to look and talk to Diamond, they stated that they're locked. So people can't order them, which sucks. I'm so sorry. So I don't know if McFarlane changed his mind. I don't know what's going on, but I hope they get reprinted because I would like them to continue. Oh, no, Adam. CGN has a 9.25 tax that kills it for me. Yeah, and that's out of their hand. I mean, that's government mandate, right? It's not them. Yep, they're doing a compendium of the first 50 issues is what I see, but I don't even understand how they're going to do that legally because issue 9 was the Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane issue, which introduced Angela. And Angela is now property, well, it was property of Neil Gaiman after the lawsuit, and now it's property of Marvel. So I don't know if that's a misprint on that or maybe they worked out a way to do it. I don't know. Hey, Omar, you the best, really. Are we going to get Fall of the Mutants and Fatal Attractions Omnibus? Also the reprint from Mutant Massacre. With a big reprint of Inferno, probably the biggest reprint of X-Men up until they reprint the Silver Age stuff, I'd say 2022 we might get Fall of the Mutants before Mutant Massacre, because Mutant Massacre just went out of print about a year ago. So I'd say Fall of the Mutants will be next. And a lot of people have been asking me, when is the X-Men Inferno prologue coming out? When are they going to reprint that? Let's just say that I'm definitely working on that too. I'm pushing for that to be reprinted because we're getting the Inferno omnibus. Please reprint the Inferno prologue because a lot of people also want that. And that all of a sudden became a hot book to sell. If you look at the third-party prices.
Sell like hotcakes.
Sure, like hotcakes. I need Spawn and oversized hardcover. I understand. But not everybody is like us, right? Like, there's people that actually like trade paperbacks, and that's awesome.
If you're going through an airport, right? Right for a plane.
Well, no, it's still a big book. I mean, it's 50 issues.
No, I meant trade. Oh, okay. Oh, and trade is 50 issues. Gotcha.
So, oh my gosh, what an amazing idea. Todd will do covers for Marvel in exchange for reprint issue number 9. I had to pause because that is the coolest idea I've heard today. Outside of Graham's picture, which is amazing. Damn, that's not a bad idea. I wonder if legal, lawyers are, I'm sure lawyers will step in and put an end to that idea, though. No, they can't legally do that. That right now belongs to Marvel and Disney.
Yeah.
So, awesome idea, though. Oh, I would love that. Can you imagine a Todd McFarlane brand new cover on Spider-Man? Dude.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, man, that would be great.
And she's saying I have the black and white Spawn compendium. Let me check.
Yeah, that's what they were called. They were compendiums where they were black and white. Now they're doing it in color. Trent,
gotcha.
Go to Trent. Trent, what do you think will be in Uncanny Volume 5? Well, I am in the middle of talking to a really good friend of mine, a YouTube friend of mine, Peter M., who does Crushing Crisis, and also Reilly, because I wanted started to do this series. I've been wanting to do it on my channel, and I could do it alone, but I think it's more fun if I talk to them and do it live. It's called Map My X, where we go around and just daydream about what's missing or how we would map an omnibus. And Volume 5 is one that I want to start with because I think we all come with different opinions. And if you haven't seen Crushing Crisis, Peter M. has a YouTube channel out there. Great guy. Has what I do with reading orders on video. He does written. If you haven't seen his website, it's Crushing Crisis. And then Reilly, who is the Omnibus Collector. I've had on the show a few times. Really good guy. And both of them love X-Men. And, I think it's a lot of fun to go back and forth. Because while I can do it alone, I think it's more fun if we do debates. Like, why should this be covered? And why I would leave this out. Anyway, that's just an idea I've had. And I need to remind them.
That I didn't know you had.
I had lots of ideas.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. When is the Group Box set announcement? You have been sitting on it for months. Is that what you think it is going to be? You're going to be disappointed, man.
Math my Alf. That's the
That's my new. All right, JT, you go on with that Alf omnibus.
And Oxmeat Pete.
Pete
sings Peter M's praises as well.
He is good people.
Omar, your channel is really great and adds a lot in our lives daily. Keep up with the great work and hope you get all the success in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. That is really awesome. Michael, I wish somebody would map Smurfs.
Map my Smurfs.
I love the Smurfs. Like the Smurfs from Paper Cuts, the hardcovers are some of my favorite collected editions. And they canceled Volume 6. Dang it. What does Omnidog think should be in X-Men Volume 5? I love my boy Jess. I love him to death. I love having him on the show. And I would love to see him, like, what he would put in X-Men Omnibus Volume 5. Because he would usually text me, what would you put in X-Men Omnibus Volume 5? And that's how that conversation would go.
There you go.
Everyone, stop asking stuff so he reads this, please. LOL. Thank you, Divine. I love your picture of Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. That's awesome. Is that a t-shirt? I'm a 40-plus-year-old man that still gets a kick out of chibi-size freaking pictures. Like, what is wrong with me?
That's not wrong. What's wrong with you for putting yourself down there?
Okay, I'm really hard on myself. I need to go back to therapy, I guess. The Spawn Containment was released in May 2012, and their disputes were settled in January of 2012. Does the compendium collect issue 9? By the way, because I don't have the compendiums anymore. I can't remember.
And they have issue. This is
hold on. Go to Roberto right before that one, and then we can go down here. Up. Right here. You go. Omar, X of Swords is so bad that my internet crapped out when you started talking. Brother, I'm to the slow part right now. I haven't gotten to the bad part, so I don't know. This is a good question from Green Lantern, and we go to Lionheart. Any reprints on news for things like Absolute Carnage? Absolute Carnage is supposed to be next week. However, Diamond doesn't show any in stock anymore. I don't know if like somebody came in and bought them all out. I don't know what happened. And I know that there were some special orders from Cheap Graphic Novels. I don't know if IST is getting any, but it was supposed to drop on the 25th. So I hope some of you all get some, because that was the date that I was given.
So thank you, Lionheart, for the super chat to tell me. Her in Japanese is that word. Isoide. Isoide.
Isoide.
Isoide. Thank
Isoide.
you. Isoide. Oh, okay. Now it sounds like a word I know. And Ras was telling me earlier the word I was thinking of for hurry is like how to spell haiku. So I guess there's two. You don't know.
I don't know.
But that sounds familiar too. So thank you. Let's see. Hi. I go through it when I scroll through these comments. I read something and then lose it. Somebody said hi.
Hello.
How lame is that? Somebody said hi.
Not lame that you said hi. So Annihilation restock is in December. I don't know the dates yet. And Absolute Carnage is on Amazon for those that really want it. I gave Absolute Carnage a root beer bath. It's like some. In
case you guys don't know,
there's only one man
on the Omnibus Collectors Network. If he doesn't like it, he pours root beer on it.
A root beer bath. And so many people call him out. They're like, "Can't you donate this book?" And I can't remember what it was that he gave a root beer bath to. It was like, it was the Batman Kevin Smith book. And I was like, I don't know if a library would take that book, really. Like maybe some of the other books he's given a root beer bath to. Omar, why should we be excited for the upcoming Phantom Stranger Omnibus? Is that still happening? Because all these pushbacks, I forgot. Honestly, I forgot about Phantom. Is the Dead Man Omnibus still coming? Am I talking in the third person and answering myself? Let me look into those, because I think at least for Dead Man it was pushed back. So go ahead.
Here's Ace's Q&A. Why are Omnis organized in release order? Wouldn't that be easier, or is there more to it than that? Only read short indie series, so I have no idea how any of this works. Is it because just popularity? Like what would sell better? Wait, so Ace, are you asking like?
I understand.
Oh, okay.
But that's a good answer.
Well, then explain the question to me.
Okay, so the question is, she's asking why is like, let's use Spider-Man. Why is Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1 released, and then 6 months later, why don't they release a Volume 2? Why did we get a Spider-Man by David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane Omnibus instead? And it's exactly what you said, popularity. And the fact that anybody can tell you that a Volume 2 and 3 do not sell as much as a Volume 1. Which is why, Marvel and DC have discovered this formula of let's renumber everything to a Volume 1. But you can't really do that with ongoing stories. That's why you have an X-Men Mutant Massacre instead of an Uncanny X-Men Volume 6. That's why you have the X-Men Omnibus and you have an Uncanny X-Men Omnibus. So a lot of it has to do with popularity and what sells. For the same reason that Epic started that way, right? The Epic format also releases things in non-chronological order. I think the only ones that do are the Dark Horse Conan books, Star Wars, I think. And, what was the other one? There was another one. Can't remember. I'm so sorry. There's another Epic collection that releases in chronological order. But for the most part, it's literally like, let's take this popular story of Proteus. Let's take this popular story of Dark Phoenix or X-Men Genesis or Genesis or whatever, and throw them out there. And eventually, we will fill in. Those have already been mapped out. That's the beauty of Epic collections. I feel like with Omnis, they've mapped them out for the most part, but then they forget about certain things. That's where we as the fans step in and be like, hey, it'd be really cool if you add this.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless, I do like the Phantom Stranger to answer that question, but I forgot that omnibus was even solicited. So I'm going to have to double check to make sure it's coming out before I can even properly answer that. How many Spider-Man epics do you think will be announced this month? Usually we get 2 a year, right? 2020 has been really weird, and we got a bunch of reprints happening next year for a lot of people to catch up, which is great. But hopefully we get 2 a year, or 2 this year for 2021.
Omar, are they going to give us more Star Wars Omnibus Volume 2, maybe?
I am not at liberty to say. But if you're a fan of Star Wars, I think you'll be happy, Nicole. That's all I can say. Hypothetically speaking.
That's hypothetically
I suck at this. I'm going to go to jail. Dave's going to watch it. He's like, I told him to shut up. Why wouldn't he say anything?
Should I not?
I don't. How about, it's not volume 2. How about that? That's all I can say. It's the list of
that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Yay, clap for myself. Is the list of Marvel Omnis, new and reprints for 2021 all set? Up until September. We still have October, November, December, right? But up until September, David has them all set, and he's just waiting. He's holding on to it until I can approve it. Or until I can
What a Freudian slip.
Until he can approve it. Until he can approve it.
Put on your business suit.
Yeah, I'm so going to lose that contract until he approves it. And there's other things too, right? If there's other properties that has to be approved, like the case of Predator. Like I said on that video for about 2.5 weeks before he was like, finally let everybody know. Like he was trying to get that out as soon as possible, but there's legal things, right? Because of the properties. And without getting into boring legal things, that happens in a lot of cases. The case of Star Wars, which I'm sure I don't have to tell you all that. In the case of Aliens and Predator and Alf.
Oh, you're so nice to throw that in.
I had to throw that in.
Beyond y'all new show idea, learn Japanese with Melanie.
You and Maddie could do that.
What I was going to say is in college, I did sign up for an intro to Japanese language class. I went to the first class, realized how hard it was going to be, and dropped it. So I think it would be awesome too.
Before we lose that one,
yeah.
Scroll to it.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, brother. Okay.
So for some reason, the super chat didn't show up, but
there it is. There it is.
David Munoz, thank you for the super chat. Loving the stream as always, guys. Keep up the great work. But Omar, what can I, as a normal civilian, do to help towards an Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 reprint? I'm desperate. David, I swear, as a normal YouTube man, I am really trying to push for that. And see, that's the thing. Like, it goes back to despite of how I feel about Brian Michael Bendis, if I was throwing in my own personal thoughts into these things, I don't care if it gets reprinted. I'm doing it because you guys love it, right? Ultimate Spider-Man really didn't do anything for me, but I know you liked it, and I know
I liked it.
Ton of you all love it. So I have to make it happen. We have to make it happen. How do we do it? Well, I think doing things like this, like a voice, our voices are being heard, which is awesome. Just keep messaging me. Let me know. I can share with David the amount of people that are interested, right? And the amount of people that are interested speaks volumes that message me or comment on videos. So yeah, if you're interested in Ultimate Spider-Man, comment on the video. Oh my gosh, I think I just opened up a floodgate.
Well,
of Ultimate Spider-Man. Let's make it happen. Let's make that reprint happen.
Is there like a petition?
Well, we could do that too. But here's the thing. With Ultimate Spider-Man, though, if you want an Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2, because some people already have a Volume 1, we have to sell that Volume 1. In order for a Volume 2. Same case, it was the same thing with Wolverine. Wolverine Volume 1 had to sell in order to get a Volume 2. Because, yes, they could reprint it, and then if nobody buys it, they're not going to make a Volume 2. That's just business, right? Yeah. And I know a lot of you would want a Volume 2 and 3 taking us all the way until the spoiler of the Omnibus title that I'm not going to say on the channel. I don't like spoiling things for people, but we have to make that Volume 1 reprint sell. So, yeah, sure. Comment on the video. Let me know if that's something you want to do. I've never read any manga, but Akira seems up my alley. Should I read the manga or watch the anime movie? Have you ever watched Dune and then read the book? That's the way I feel about Akira. The book is so much better. You get so much out of it.
However, the animation is gorgeous.
Oh, Katsuhiro Otomo didn't. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this because I've never read Akira.
What?
Is it the same?
Really? That should have been on our wedding vows.
Is it as bad as like not reading Starman? Is it the same feel?
Yes.
Same mood in the movie and the manga. So what about watching the movie first for the gorgeous animation and the overall feel? and then you're like, hey, I really dig this because it's a really cool story.
Well,
but in the manga going deeper.
Yeah.
That's what I did with Berserk, right?
I think
I watched that first and then I'm like, oh.
I think that's a good suggestion. Like, watch the anime. See, because he had not finished writing the anime, or I mean the manga, by the time the anime came out. You know, he was like halfway done. Kind of like the case of Nausicaa Valley of the Wind with Miyazaki. So watch the anime, see if you like it, and if you like it, if it's up your alley, then read the manga. Because I felt that way about Dune. When I found out Dune was based on a book, I was like, holy crap, yes, I want to read this.
Thanks, Raz. Okay, thank you for the explanation of the differences, because I love language stuff.
Boy, that was a big Freudian slip.
What, David Gabriel is
David works for Omar now. No. Me, him, y'all know what I meant.
You need a lawyer.
Omar is not David.
Oh my gosh, you're so busy.
He's gonna text me and be like, "What the heck is wrong with you, dude?" Teo Omar, Uncle Omar is in trouble at Marvel now. I hope not.
Omar thinks he's in charge of Marvel.
I'm not in charge of anything. I'm not even in charge of my household.
Taken out of context.
I can't even make decisions in my own household.
Oh my gosh, there are so many. Okay, there are more. Omar, we love you. Thank you for all the amazing AAA videos.
Oh, thank you. A minty.
Wait, AAA, like
AAA,
like the
nope,
like a
not
rating,
in every
like it's
yes.
Remember we went to AAA and we thought it was a travel agency. Good times.
Good times. Yep. We went to State Farm, not AAA. AAA is the travel agency. That's another story.
Oh my god!
That's for the after hours near mint condition. Oh, here we go, Melanie.
Thank
Look,
you,
he's paying you to teach you Japanese.
Doite shimashita. Doite shimashite.
Doita shimashite. Oh boy.
Thank you.
Omar game. Oh, go to Jesse, because this is a funny story. When the printers first started sending me print books,
yes.
My address was Omar Gabriel, and then our address, and I was like, I texted him. I was like, well, I guess you get to claim me on your insurance now, because apparently these people think we're related. So that did happen. There were packages coming here, and he's like, I need to change that. I was like, you don't have to, whatever. We're changing the name to Omarville.
Omarville. And River, yes, it is Alf. It's an Alf.
Oh gosh, I just started a conspiracy theory.
With his awesome Hawaiian shirt. What's your favorite Miyazaki manga?
Really, I mean, he hasn't done that much manga.
Mm-mm.
But as far as movies,
so you want to answer what movie?
Honestly, it's every movie is magical and wonderful in every way. My favorite Studio Ghibli movie, not Miyazaki, is Whisper of the Heart.
Yeah,
same as my wife. Oh my god.
Totoro.
But as far as Miyazaki directing, Nausicaa. I love Nausicaa. Ooh, so hard though. Like between Nausicaa and Castle Cagliostro. I do love that movie, which is a Lupin movie. Conspiracy. Omar is Gillian Anderson. Have you seen them in a room together? No. Do you both radiate loving energy? Yes. Oh. This is Gillian's most extensive method. Wish I had Gillian Anderson's money.
Rob64 is still among the living. Yes. New Xbox and PS5.
Where is Rob6? That is a good question. Where is my boy Rob, man?
Hey, so if you and David got married, apparently may you be David Gabriel. That is so sweet.
Like my last name, sir. My last name is so hard to pronounce, you know. So, what up, my glip glops?
Hi, David. Glip glops.
Hey guys, Thanos Infinity Saga Omnibus Restock. Any updates? Not yet. Go to Roz. That's an excellent question. Okay, then. Nausicaa, manga or anime? Man, I do love, you know, the song that gets me every time. But I'm going to say the manga, dude. Oh, the manga, because I cried like 2 or 3 times when characters died. I'm like, that's not fair. Oh, I love that manga. Gets me. I think Thanos: The Infinity War is in stock at Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's going to have a lot of these books, too, for those that want to take a risk. And, you know, because we all know how they package books. Leonard, go to Leonard. I love this. I love your name. Leonard Nimoy's music career. It's such a
Yeah.
awesome picture
like the-
of Sir Leonard Nimoy. Was he
It's
knighted?
very unique and random.
Was he knighted? Am I making that up? Anyway,
I don't think he was.
I have the Masterworks. I have a list of Omnis and the reprints. He's keeping the epics close to his chest. He's like, we keep making changes, and so not yet. I don't have the epics yet, but as soon as I do, you all know I'm going to invite my boy Curtis on the show. Curtis,
Invite my boy.
Invite my boy. Sorry.
See, I was doing that earlier too.
Yeah.
Thank you, the Promise One, for the super chat. I love you guys. Question: how does special ordering with CGN work? Consider about my order being in Magic Limbo. Hey, so the same as earlier, right?
You want to answer this one?
All right.
See if you pay attention.
Okay.
Here we go. We'll see if she paid attention.
Special order means that Max at Cheap Graphic Novels says, "Hey, Diamond, how many of these do you have?" And they were like, 48. And he's like, cool, okay. So he's got to wait for Diamond to send it to him. But then he's like, he doesn't get it. So then Diamond's like, oh, sorry, it was just 8. We don't have it anymore. So then Max has to tell the customer it's out of print. And then the customer's like, well, I'm not doing business with you anymore. And in the end.
Sort of.
Right?
Let's be a little more hopeful that so he has to order from Diamond, right? And that's where your order's coming from Diamond Comics.
Okay.
So I use Ven Omnibus as an example. If Ven Omnibus is your special order, then, and they showed that they had 50 copies of Ven Omnibus, he put that order in, and yes, that's exactly what happens. He has to wait for Diamond to ship it. Okay. So that's what special order is. So more than likely, you will get your book. It's just you have to be a little patient for them to get it from Diamond and then to ship it to you. And then, of course, there's also that small chance that Diamond's like, whoops, we goofed up. We didn't have these books. And I'm really offended that Nimoy was not knighted. Why am I offended? They don't knight a lot of Americans, Omar. Nimoy was American, so he can't. Is that a thing? You can't be American and knighted?
Well, I mean,
challenge.
She's the Queen of England.
Accepted. Okay, challenge accepted.
I don't think you would go around to all the other countries knighting people. She's Queen of England.
I'm going to start calling myself Sir Omar. Omar, any chance of an X-Men Avengers Onslaught Omnibus? Yes. More of a chance when the anniversary happens. Yes, absolutely. Where is Punisher? Omar, do you think the Punisher Warzone trade paperback with John Romita Jr. is worth getting? I like those years of Punisher. A lot of Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron run. I love the die-cut cover they used in issue 1, too, with the bullets sprayed everywhere. I wish they would do that with collections, but I understand why they don't.
I was looking for a question here. Let me give you.
Diego just joined, and he asked, do you have a redo giveaway? We did, and we just gave it away to Johnny. Was it Johnny Rocco? Jacob Rocco won the $50 gift card. That was really nicely regifted. So we did have a giveaway, and all packages will now be shipped out. So, there you go.
Okay, remember earlier when Devon was like,
everybody stop so you can read my. Did they have a question?
I can't find it. So I don't know.
Okay.
And Jesse's asking to Q&A too. Man, there's so many.
Sir Omar of the Uncanny. I like that, Dying Breed Collectors.
Hey, yeah, that's good. Sir Omar Map-a-Lot. Yes.
I'm sure my wife gets tired of me talking about mapping. Sir
Alf. Don't talk to me about
and mapping. He ain't even human. JT, you're not going to let that go. So JT, Tyler, you better buy both covers of the damn omnibus if it ever gets made. That's all I'm going to say, JT. And I want picture proof that you bought them, too.
So, Tyler, we did announce the winner.
Jacob Rocco was the winner of the $50 gift card.
Rocco. And
we announced the 3 winner, Los Lobos 53, Jessica make sure that I pronounce the name correct.
Ashcraft?
Ashcraft, that's it. Yes, thank you. Jessica Ashcraft, Los Lobos 58, and Michael Petrosky. Those were the winners of the 3 mail-in, email us questions. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yes. I'm not listening.
You're not listening. That's okay. Hey, whatever. Uncanny Omar get knighted one day. That's a movie I'd watch.
Okay, so Martian Pilgrim saying special orders just take time to ship 4 to 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, eventually you should get it. we're all in the same boat, right? I will tell my story, my personal story with what was it? Batman. It was Batman Gotham by Gaslight. You all know I want that absolute. They canceled the absolute. They gave us a deluxe hardcover. I say, cool. I'm going to get the deluxe hardcover. I love Mike Mignola. I love this story. I order it not from cheapgraphicnovels.com, but from another website. Should have gone with Cheap Graphic Novels. That's okay. 4 weeks into my order with Blade of the Immortal, I was like, what's going on? My Blade of the Immortal was scanned, and I never got an email, and my order was canceled. The only way I knew my order was canceled was I went into my account and noticed that they had returned my money, and they didn't even tell me. So I was like, that sucks, and it kind of broke my heart because I really like the place where I ordered the book from, but I think communication, much like a relationship, goes a long way for me. Like, let me know that you couldn't get it. I'm okay with it.
What?
Well, I'm
communication in a relationship goes a long way.
Well, I'm being serious though. Communication to me.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
Communicate. Sorry. I'm stuck with my heartbroken.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm stuck about my heartbreak story, my first world problem story about not getting Gotham by Gaslight. Send me an email. Let me know that you can't get this book or you're working on it. That's all I care about. Or let me know that my order was canceled. You didn't even let me know. That's not cool. But I get it. Everybody's busy. So.
Lionheart's going to send me a nice chair. I don't even know what Vertigear is. That like a gaming chair?
What is it?
You can't use
you're gonna send her one.
It's not going to fit though. So thank you. It's not.
Omar, for your birthday, will you get David to reprint Brubaker's Books of Doom? Oh man, I know, right? People seem to like the hardcovers by that guy. I know. So 2 things I want to work on. 2 suggestions was the Greg Rucka stuff. Where's my boy oversized hardcover? He knows. The Greg Rucka run on Punisher with Chichetto's artwork is just screaming to be made into a small omnibus or a oversized hardcover. And then his run on Wolverine with the Wolverine Elektra story. I think that needs to be collected too. But it would be cool to get that Books of Doom. That thing's out of print. It's so freaking expensive. I remember seeing it at Half Price Books, and even at Half Price Books, they wanted $100, and I had like a 30% off coupon. I was like, wait a minute.
And a teacher's discount.
Lord Omar Hickman, Avengers, Omni reprints. Benny, I think before we get an Avengers reprint, we will get a Fantastic Four reprint. That's not, that's not set in stone. That's me thinking. That's Uncanny Omar thinking, not Marvel. That's just the way those books have been out of print a little bit longer than Avengers. Oh my gosh, right? Question by Dennis O'Neill. Spectre by Ostrander. And let's throw Martian Manhunter in there. Let's just throw in there Manhunter in there by Mark Andreyko. Like, there's so many characters. Somebody suggested to me making a video on not popular characters whose run needs to be collected in omnibus format. I really like that idea because there's a lot more so at DC. There are some at Marvel that I think would make a really nice omnibus. I'm starting to work on that. Please, we need an FF DeFalco omnibus after Byrne era, right? We needed DeFalco Thor. DeFalco, like, his run on Thor was so freaking good. His run on Fantastic Four. And I know there's a lot of people that when they think of DeFalco's run of FF, they think of Sue Storm's outfit, right? With the cutoff 4 on her chest by Paul Ryan, the phenomenal Paul Ryan, rest in peace. But I mean, there was so much more to that. I mean, I love that storyline where Johnny Storm finds out. Well, never mind if you've never read it. Oh, that anniversary issue where he just finds out about his wife. Oh, dude, it's so good. There's a lot of things that happen in his run, but we need an Extreme X-Men omnibus, right? We do. I agree. Clips, have you heard anything about a potential Silver Surfer Black Treasury edition reprint? Is it out of stock? I know it's that's going to be collected in the upcoming Donny Cates omnibus. I didn't know it was out of print. We know Omar's not David, otherwise half omnibus would have been rolling in the shelves. And New Warriors Volume 2. You all know that. This is point. This is it 12:50 already? Because I saw you kind of dozing off a little bit.
I keep yawning. Yeah, and I'm leaning back in my chair.
Maybe you should
Lionheart said the chair leans back.
Maybe you should come back, like, start coming in about 10 minutes late, so you have the energy to take us all the way to the end, Melanie.
Yeah,
because I feed off of energy.
I was gonna make a joke about it's about that time.
You know I feed off of energy. I'm like Venom or X-Men Forever Omnibus. Maybe one day, right? I don't think that one's high in demand, but there's a few X-Men Claremont fans that really enjoy it. Thor by Jason Aaron, Spider-Man by Dan Slott, Omnis are the dream. Those are good choices.
The dream, Omar!
I know. And surprised that we haven't had them. You know exactly what I was talking about, Jesse. I love that story.
Laser fist!
Don't you make fun of her.
I'm not. This is my energy.
Oh, this is your energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jack, what's going on, buddy? Sorry, Jesse. I hope you're doing all right. You and your dark side picture right there. It's good. Did you hear rumors it was only 4 minutes instead of 4 hours long? That was a weird rumor. 80s Starman comics. That was a very underrated run too, because to a lot of people like myself, James Robinson's run is the one that outshines that Starman comic. I went to Ollie's hunting yesterday. You went Ollie's hunting. That's awesome, Tyler. I got Deadpool Classics. Your package is on the way, by the way. I remember your name, and I was like, this guy.
And your Rocky thumbnail.
This guy's box is heavy, because there were like 3 Omnis in there, and then I put in some extra things. So
yeah, Michael said. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Michael said what?
Too much energy.
Too much energy.
What do you want from me? It's too much. It's not enough.
Honestly,
I'm not in the middle kind of person. It's extremes.
Yeah, she's not.
But goodbye, Ace.
Bye,
great granddaughter.
Grandpa, tell me a story about the 2020 Omnibus reprint. What are you going on about? You're gonna shut up now? But you didn't say. I didn't see what you wrote, man. Did you write some stuff?
I didn't either. I'm wondering if some of this isn't coming through. I didn't see Divine stuff either.
Maybe they're hidden. Did you say anything about gold eggs?
Well, yeah, but we would have seen it and hidden it.
StreamYard is kind of weird. If I can find an Annihilation Conquest 1 and 2 for a reasonable price, am I right in thinking they're missing compared to the Omni? Yes, the Nova issues are missing from that, and I think so. Guardians of the Galaxy also is missing from that too. Oh no! Guardians doesn't start until the next one. Yes, the Nova issues are missing from that.
Jack, Pierre, we do not have a PS5. We're waiting for the second round. Make sure everything's kosher and bugs worked out.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Omar, go to live chat instead of top chat.
Oh, we're talking about the StreamYard. In StreamYard, things don't pop up. Tyler, for some reason, like hidden messages don't pop up. It's kind of weird. Because that's how we do live. So if you go here and you go to live chat, that's how things pop up.
Oh my!
Right?
Well, that would be ridiculous. So I need to sit over here on the YouTube
no, you're fine.
and to show things. No, I mean I'm saying it's ridiculous that it's set up that way.
Yeah, I agree with you. Any tips on sourcing out of print Omnis without paying the well prices? I love hunting, like for going to comic book stores, which isn't really a thing right now, right? With all the restrictions we have, at least here in the state. But sometimes you can look online. Sometimes a book that has been somebody accidentally mistyping a word on an omnibus. Sometimes somebody thinking they're selling an omnibus and they're actually selling something else. That's happened to me a few times. Sometimes I remember finding an Amazon book and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're selling an oversized hardcover. And it was like the X-Men by Mike Carey Supernovas. Even though it was under the trade paperback section, they were selling it as a trade paperback, but I got the OHC instead. So I was like, oh, cool. Conventions. You're right, Green Lantern. I remember conventions, man. One day. We need a Nova Omnibus. I want a classic Nova Omnibus, but for the people that like the DNA stuff, then all his stuff has already been collected in the modern classic run, right? Of Annihilation, Conquest, War of the Kings, all that.
Okay, I can't go. I mean, I went to the live chat, but it's already there are too many comments. I can't go back that far to see if there was something that was hidden.
Yeah. Sledge, I am on volume 7. Just got volume 8 in the mail, so I'll be doing another overview of 7 through 12 on my channel. Really enjoying those. They haven't reprinted. No. Hawkeye was another one of those sellers that didn't do so well. Hawkeye Omnibus, I remember that was liquidated for a long time. And from time to time, if you go to convention, well, I don't know when they open up conventions again, but I remember finding it for Amanda for like $30-something. We found it at a con, and that was last year.
Darkstalkers, Morgan.
Oh God, yeah.
Do you think the Capcom property? Do you think that's a Capcom property that needs a revival?
Well, we've had the Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers comics, so I'm hoping that Capcom would bring those back, man. I love Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers 3 was so awesome. Loved your interview with Sal from Comic Pop. Any chance you'll do that show? Yeah, I'd like to have Sal. Sal's a good, positive dude, man, and we're both freaking nerds when it comes to these comics, so I'd love to have him back. He has a show, Back Issues, which is kind of like old reader, new reader, except we focus on collected editions and he does single issues. But it's the same kind of thing. He's a lot of fun and really nice guy. And he remembered me from the convention, or so he says. But yeah, whatever.
Ipsy's interested in starting Daredevil. Epics or Omnibus? While you're thinking, hello, Charlie. Hi, from England. Charlie from England.
How about this? The Epics... No, some of those are out of print, are a great way to start. The Omnis, to me, collect like his best runs. You know, you've got the Frank Miller, you've got Brubaker, you've got Bendis, you've got Mark Waid's run, you even have the Shadowland run. Chip Zdarsky's getting oversized hardcovers. So I would almost say the Omnis, honestly, if you can go that way. Vigilante asked about Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Oh, that's what he was asking about? If we ever go that route or if we review books from there?
So thank you, Rudy.
Thank you so much, Rudy, for bringing that up. We've reviewed a couple of books that have been on Indiegogo, and I interviewed Billy Tucci, who has a book on Indiegogo. So I'm not sure what the question was. I'm sorry. Omar, when will you get to announce the Marvel Omni reprints? Whenever Marvel says go for it. So in the upcoming weeks. Absolutely, in the upcoming weeks. And Ascenti, yeah. You know, Green Lantern, honestly, I liked her run, but I know a lot of people, like, it's weird. Ascenti's run is one of those love-hate runs, right? I can understand the hate for it. I get it, because she changed a lot of things up, but I love the supporting cast. I love the artwork by John Romita Jr., and I really enjoyed some of her stories and what she did with Matt. Zdarsky loves that run. Like, Zdarsky thinks that is like the best run that he's ever read. So I like that. I would be all over an Ascenti Omnibus, honestly. I hope that's how I'm pronounced her last name.
JT says, my goddaughter's 5th birthday is coming soon. I'd like to get her first graphic novel. Any suggestions? I was thinking Dragon Party.
Maddie would be so proud of you, brother. Maddie would be so proud of you. Both DC and Marvel released these little kid books. DC, Tiny Titans, dude.
That's what we always suggest.
Yeah, Tiny Titans. I just have fun memories.
That's our experience. That's what we did.
Of both of my daughters just like picking out like the characters. They knew their Teen Titans before they knew their ABCs. I love telling that story. And Marvel has the Marvel graphic novel line, which is the smaller scale books geared towards kids. And if she likes pictures, honestly, get her to the little graphic novels of Oz. Like, what is his name? Shadower and Scotty Young's run. So, Hey, Omar, I'm waiting around for Absolute Swamp Thing in the mail. What are your feelings about the recoloring? What an excellent question from Ringmaster. I'm okay. I'm indifferent about it. I kept my hardcovers because they have the original colors. So, obviously, I have fond memories of that. Nostalgia goes a long way. It's the way that I remember certain scenes playing out because I've reread, especially the 3rd volume with John Constantine's first appearance in it a lot. So that's the way I always remember it. And the recolor just, I don't know, doesn't really do it justice, right? And that's Steve Oliff, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I know it's a deal breaker for a lot of people, though. I get it completely. I mean, that's why I kept my hardcovers.
To go back to Meownon's topic, if there's a Capcom versus SNK 3,
Duck
Duck
King.
King top tier.
Duck King.
Omar is getting his 9-year-old niece the Game & Core line graphic novel. That's
I thought you were
cool.
talking about me for a second. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I will say this about the recoloring, though. If you've never read it and if you have no emotional attachment or nostalgia with it, then, dude, that run is freaking one of the best comic books ever. Ever. Up there with Sandman, right? I tend to choose Sandman over Swamp Thing, and I know that doesn't really go well with some people, but that's okay. That's just my opinion. But yeah, the recolor should not keep you from reading it, honestly, if you've never read it. It's freaking amazing. Let's answer a couple more questions and then call it a night. One from... here we go. Right there.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a good question. What is your favorite Spider-Man omnibus other than Roger Stern? What about the DD by Ed Brubaker reprints? They've had one round of reprints, so I'm sure those will be reprinted again, right? They'll come back again. They sold really well, and the Daredevil by Bendis sold really well. So I can imagine them bringing them back. As far as my favorite Spider-Man omnibus outside of that, oh, that's a tough choice. That's a tie between Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2. Oh, no, Volume 3. No, Volume 4. Volume 4 has the death of Gwen Stacy, which to me is one of the best Spider-Man stories. And then everything around that era, too. That was a really good era of Spider-Man. And then, but honestly, let's go with the Todd McFarlane and David Michelini. Like, the introduction of Venom. That's just a badass book. Like, I love Venom. It's goofy as hell. Yes, he's a freaking costume that came to life. But visually, he is freaking amazing.
Thought you were all about Carnage.
Carnage is better.
Okay, so you love both. It was just you love Carnage.
I mean, I love Venom first, but as soon as Carnage came around, he was like the next model. I'm like, ooh. Who's this fine-looking gentleman? I love Carnage. I think he's a great character.
Okay, Vigilante. Now I'm seeing this stuff. Maybe it's just user error. Don't super chat.
Yeah, don't.
If you maybe user error. User error.
Yeah, but if you did have a question, I'm so sorry I couldn't get to it.
Am I the user? That's what I meant. That I didn't see it.
Yeah. And if I didn't get to it,
there are a whole lot.
Ask in the comments section, okay? Please leave after the video's over. Get into the comments and type it there.
I have got a Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Somebody's name stuck in my head. Yeah.
Omar, do you think we will get a Batman Scott Snyder omnibus volume 2? Is that Chun-Li's theme? Why are you interrupting me? I'm trying to focus on we can end the show. Omar, do you think we will get a Batman Scott Snyder? Yes. Of course.
Yeah, I think it's Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Omar, Excalibur sold out. Yes, Geographic Novels was gone. But both covers are still up on IST. Do you think we're starting to go back to pre-COVID stock? I think so. Or do we say goodbye to a volume 2? No, I think they sold well. Honestly, I think they sold well. I think they're out of print now at Diamond. So whatever in-stock trades has, that's it. Oh, Tyler, what a question. That's so hard. I can't do that on the air. Not with the minutes I have left. Puzzle Fighter 2. Yeah. Fine choice, Melanie.
Oh, those are so much fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's play today.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Carnage is in the next Venom movie. Oh, I know. You should do a Q&A 2 times a week. Somebody asked if I could do a box, like what's in the box if we get enough fan mail, I can make that into a segment if that's what you all want. I don't mind. I like doing the opening the boxes during this, though. Mm-hmm. But that's a good suggestion. Maybe we can start doing it 2 times a week. Depends on how much I got talk in me. Venom was just the starter. Right. Perfect. Yes. I love that answer. Yes, that is correct.
There's no such thing as a starter wife.
Sure there was, Melanie. You're the upgrade.
Thank you, but wait, that's a backhanded compliment.
Check the April calendar, brother. Oh, he's asking about something. Is it safe to say that popular omnis like X-Men will eventually be reprinted as long as we're patient and we don't pay? Yeah. I mean, unless you got the money, brother. And if you got the money, throw some my way. Of an omnibus, right? If you really want something and you got the money, then treat yourself. I'm not keeping anybody from buying anything they want. Catwoman versus Harley Quinn. Catwoman all the way. All day, every day. We're basing it on what? What are we basing it on? Why did I answer so quickly? Catwoman, 100%. Oh, dude, I love Puzzle Fighter. No. I
Just
introduced
give it
this
a
woman to
hard
Puzzle
time.
Fighter. Pocket Fighter. I love Pocket Fighter too.
Yeah, I like Puzzle Fighter better. We like puzzle games. Way to save the marriage.
Marvel or Trouble as the worst comic book ever. Woo! You know, I got a comment on my video about, what was it, Ironheart. They were like, this is the worst Marvel comic ever. And I replied back going, really? The worst? Like, worse than Super Pro? And I'm a Fabian Nicieza fanboy. Worse than Slapstick? But worse than Marvel and Trouble? No way. Those two, I'm going to go with Trouble, man. Trouble. That's Dirty Dancing meets Spider-Man. Oh, that thing was a horrible. I want to do an old reader, new reader of Trouble, though, just so the ladies can experience that horrible, horrible story. I haven't liked the stream yet. What the hell's wrong with me? What is wrong with you? Like it. Subscribe. And it's time to end. My wife just reminded me. I love this. Tetsuo's the Iron Man was awesome. It's better than Marvel's Iron Man. Marvel sucks. Wow, what a strong statement. I do love that movie, but there are some good runs of Iron Man, right? I mean, there's a reason why this guy has been in a suit, Jesus, 60 years probably, and they're still making stories about him. So, do not be hesitant on New Mutants. It's great. Then again, that's just my opinion. What the hell do I know? Everybody, thank you so much for joining us.
Stop
This was a lot of fun.
undermining your statements.
Fine. My word is gold. There. Has
No, that's the other
Omar
extreme.
stamp of approval. I'm going to stamp my own omnibus with my stamp of approval, according to my wife. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like. I assume you're subscribed by now, but just in case, subscribe. We are on Patreon, and that is an amazing way to support the channel. It helps with shipping costs. It helps with new equipment. It really makes a lot of these videos possible that we bring you all. And I will be back tomorrow with another video, probably my overview of the upcoming JLI Omnibus Volume 2. So stay tuned for that. That will be on the video. Love you guys. There's nothing nice, like nothing but nice words to say out of all of you. I'm sorry if you didn't win any of the contests. There will be more. Don't forget to spread the word about the channel to help us grow. Melanie, what do you got to say?
Oh, wait, but are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
So, yeah, thank you guys so much. And stay minty.
Yes. Eat some Minties. Oversized.